Welcome to the world of MCA Discovision.
To begin playback of a disc, turn the player power on, place the disc on the spindle. Use the play button to start.
Discovision, that you be the boss. Now I'd like to show you some of the valuable things your MCA Discovision system lets you do.
Most persons find it more convenient. Gently pull up as you press down on the center shaft with your thumb. You'll hear a click. Simply plug one jack into this outlet.
How about that? Pretty easy, isn't it? Discovision.
This red light comes on.
Simply press stop.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world's first ever Slime Rancher Rush Mode Tournament, the Slime Rancher Invitational. Today, we have some very exciting matches set up for you all. I hope you are all very excited. So, without further ado, let us get into it with the brackets. Hopping back over here, we have, starting off right here, we have our players right here. Starting out, we have from, for our first match, we have from Israel, we have Poplior. Poplior, feel free to unmute and say hello. Hello, Poplior. Are you excited for your match?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it should be. And he is facing off against Nuclear from the United States, who is not here yet, sadly. But going all the way over to the other side, we have Kale from Australia, who, again, is not here yet. Should be here soon, though. And who he is facing off against Raxo from Poland. Say hello, Raxo. Go for it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you excited for your match? Hello?
Yes? Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you-
excited and I'm not hearing you on Discord on... Hello? I'm not hearing you on Discord, I'm hearing you on stream, so I'm a little late.
Alright. Well,
Good sound.
yeah, definitely. Here, I can just, there we go. Now it's a bit more quiet. Let's see here. So, while we wait for, Nuclear and Kale to get in here, switching back over to, scene 1 here, let's go over some of the basic rules, as I feel like it is quite important to go over them. First off, just baseline, there will be, aside from a few minor things which I'm about to go over, there will be no glitches or exploits in any way, shape, or form in this. If you found a way to duplicate things, if you found a way to prevent tar, if you found anything like that, it is not allowed. Now, there are a few minor exceptions, mainly skipping slime gates. As long as you don't clip through the slime gate, you're good. Though if you fly over it, then you're fine. But if you clip through it, no. You are not allowed to just clip through the slime gates. You can jump over them or fly over them using the jetpack, but any other way is not allowed. Sorry about that. But aside from that, this will be simple 1v1, 2 players playing rush mode. Whichever player at the end of their game has more money than the other player, that player will win. Simple as that. Now, you are only allowed to extend the length of your game twice using the range exchange. As you can, using the range exchange, you can extend your time limit by a little bit. And you're only allowed to do that twice in this tournament. So use those wisely. Other than that, that is all of the rules. So, we would get into our first match, but it seems like Kale and Nuclear are not here yet. So, we might have to do a bit of restructuring here. We are going to give them a few minutes. We're going to go back to the bracket screen. I'm going to mute up. I'm going to hide my face cam. And if they don't show up within the next 5 or so minutes, then we are going to do some restructuring here, and we may see some of the brackets getting switched around a bit. Who knows? But, yeah, see you all in 5 minutes. I'm actually going to put up a 5-minute timer on screen. There, we got a 5-minute timer here. I'll just put we got ourselves a quick and dirty 5-minute timer. And if Nuclear and Kale are not here by then we'll have to do some restructuring. So, see you all in a minute. Alrighty, well, it seems that our two other players have not shown up yet, which kind of sucks. But that means we're going to have our first match with two different players instead. It is going to be a 1v1 versus, it is going to be Poplior versus Raxo. So, let's put that together real quick, shall we? Seeing as we have Poplior's thing set up here, all we gotta do is change this from nuclear to Raxo. And then, if we go over here, Raxo. Oh. We just copy. And then we paste. Or actually, oh, yep, there we go. And then we paste. Or actually, oh, yep, there we go. Get them all set up and whatnot. There. Oh. There we go. There. Oh. Alright, Poplior, could you, go into new game and get a rush mode game ready?
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Okie doke. Oh, Rexo, it seems like you still have my stream. Could you mute my stream on your end? Rexo? Oh, Rexo, it seems like you still have my stream. Could you mute my stream on your end? Rexo? Alright. Alrighty. So as soon as you guys both have your games named and rush mode set. So as soon as you guys both have your games named and rush mode set. Rexo, could you because the doubling up is coming from your stream to me. The doubling up is coming from your stream to me. So could you mute your mute my stream in the browser, because I think you have my stream open in your browser. Mute my stream in the browser, because I think you have my stream open in your browser. Alright. Let's check in here. Oh, okay, there. Okay, we're... Oh, wait. Let's check in here. Oh, okay, there. Okay, we're... Oh, wait. Rexo, your, Oh, could you just mute, here... Actually, no, this will be fine after I mute. Okay. So, both of you hover over confirm. Both of you hover over confirm. And then when I say go, click confirm, alright?
Alright.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. So, 3, 2, 1, go! And they are off. They are off. So Raxo got a bit of an early lead here. His game has loaded up faster, so we're going to commentate over his first. Up in the seems Popular is in. Raxo just got his first slime up and ready. Popular running around, getting all situated and whatnot. It seems Raxo has already gotten a few slimes up in his up and ready. Looks like he's setting up some gadgets real quick. And it looks like he's going right into the range exchange. Meanwhile, Poplior is just getting up his slimes. Oh, it seems Roxo is just shooting at his slimes already. Getting some carrots. That seems pretty good here. Poplior is heading over to another area. And while him and Roxo simultaneously, I might add, get some stuff from the trees. They don't have any slimes yet, which is a little concerning, but we will see how that goes. Oh, it seems Poplior has gotten a pod open, and it's gotten 200. Raxo, you have unmuted my stream. Could you please just close it out entirely? Raxo, you have unmuted my stream. Could you please just close it out entirely? Just gonna say something real quick just to see if he still has it open or not. It looks like he does not. Alright. Okay, Poplior is running around. Looks like Poplior has his range exchange up and running too. See how they're doing here. Ooh, it looks like Raxo is... Neither of them have gotten any slimes yet, which is mildly concerning. Oh! That is a little loud. I'm gonna crank that down slightly. Yeah, we got audio from both ends now. They are just getting themselves some drinks, some food and whatnot. It seems Roxo does have some slimes in him, but we will see what he does with them as this goes on. Oh, it looks like he has gotten to the to one of the Gordos, and Poplior has gotten to a Gordo as well. Roscoe just finished his Phosphor Gordo, and Poplior just finished his Pink Gordo. So we are going to see how they do with that. It looks like they both have slime keys, so they are both up and ready to go into a new area. It looks like Rexo is currently... Where is he going for? I'm not exactly sure. And it looks like Poplior... oh, Poplior is going down to get his Phosphor as well. Which is looking like that's going to be pretty good, seeing as he's going to have 2 slime keys. Oh, and Roxo just got a Cat Gordo, or Neko Gordo. I'm not, I don't remember the names, sorry. He just got some Q-berries and whatnot. Neither of them have gotten any slimes for their main area yet, though, so I'm not exactly sure what they're planning here, but we will see as this goes on. Looks like Rexo is going for the jungle area, skipping over the slime gate, not having to spend his 1 slime key. He's heading down. Let's see, what is he going for? Oh, he's setting up his teleporter. Oh, and it looks like Poplior just got his Cat Gordo popped and ready. Got some Q-berries from Roxo, and he just teleported back. Listening to people play something. Alright. Oh, and it looks like Roxo just did the range exchange. Meaning he got a time limit boost. It looks like he's up to 58 minutes. He's up to an hour of time limit. We will see how that affects him in the long run. See if it was worth getting that time boost right away. Poplior, he is running over back to his ranch, and it looks like Rexo is currently popping the Pink Gordo. And it looks like Poplior is getting his range exchange set going as well. Currently, Rexo is in the lead by over double. Or no, actually no, not over double. It seems he's in the lead with just nearly double. Currently they are, well, currently Raxo is heading back to his ranch. Meanwhile, Poplior is heading over to, it looks like he's heading over to the, where is he heading over to? Oh, it looks like Raxo has gotten to a good little area here. Oh, he couldn't make the jump. That is so sad. Looks like Poplior is heading over to the jungle area as well. Meanwhile, Raxo, neither of them have gotten any slimes yet, but it looks like Raxo is spending his slime key right now. They are heading over to, looks like Poplior is heading over to the jungle area as well. Meanwhile, Raxo is going through the door he just opened up. Let's see where he is heading. Yeah, it looks like he's in the temple area right now, going through some of the temple puzzles. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently, yep, it looks like he's heading to the same area, spending one of his slime keys, but he's not going around afterwards. He's going straight in. Oh, it looks like he's going to place down a gadget. What is he going to place down? It looks like he is, oh, he's placing down one of his teleporters. Meanwhile, Raxo is going through the temple area, doing some of the puzzles. Well, puzzles, I should say. It seems like these two have practiced this route very, very particularly. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently going through, doing basically the same thing in Raxo right now. They are both getting all set up. Looks like Raxo just placed down his teleporter and got the map all set. Where is Poplior heading to? Oh, it looks like he's getting a capsule and hopping over one of the gates. And it looks like Raxo is heading over to do the exact same thing right there. But saving a little time by opening it beforehand, so that way he doesn't have to jump over it. Looks like Poplior is getting another capsule and opening his slime gate. Meanwhile, looks like Raxo is a bit behind here, not getting the slime gate as fast. And Poplior has teleported to the desert area. And it looks like Raxo is teleporting there as well. It looks pretty neck and neck. Well, Raxo is a little behind, and he does have more money, which could pay dividends. Pun not intended. Oh, it looks like they're doing some, looks like Poplior is getting himself some, plorts right here, getting some rock plorts. Meanwhile, Raxo is, looks like he's trying to do some, tech right here. Oh, he's going right into a, Dervish Gordo, feeding it up, about to pop that, that Gordo right here, getting a bunch of, or slimes, which is, always a good idea. They can pay quite a bit. And it looks like he's getting some rock plorts as well. Meanwhile, Poplior, setting up his farm. Raxo is currently trying to, get some more plorts. Let's see how this is going. Meanwhile, Poplior is, sorry about that, but looks like Poplior is getting some plorts as well, and it looks like Poplior just popped his range exchange, bringing him up to around the same time limit as Raxo. Both of them have around 53 minutes, which will be very useful as it goes on. Raxo, in the meantime, is doing some minor puzzles, while Poplior is currently doing a different puzzle. Or nope, it looks like Poplior is going to be doing the same puzzle as Raxo is currently. Looks like they are both fairly neck and neck doing similar things. Meanwhile, Poplior is still behind in money, and Raxo still has a slime key left. Let's see how they are doing here. Looks like they are both picking up dervish slimes here. Let's see. Raxo seems to have some tangle slimes as well. That might be what he is setting up for his main farm. We will see, though. And Raxo puts down the teleporter. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently wandering around, looking for more dervish. Meanwhile, Raxo is getting a garden set up with some carrots, with some prickly pears. Raxo put down his tangle and dervish slimes, though he does not have high walls, which will be majorly detrimental to him in the long run. But he has some gilded ginger, and he's about to pop the gold Gordo, and he gets the golden slimes and the golden plorts. What a huge play from Raxo right here. That is a lot of gold plorts. That will be a lot of money in the bank. That is more gold plorts than I've ever seen in my entire life right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be quite insane. Looks like he can't pick up that one right there, but he is picking up the rest. 25 gold plorts, which is fairly 26. Can't get the 27th, but that's okay. Throwing out the rest of his pink slimes and some of his spare plorts, setting up a market link and selling all those 300 a pop. He is up to 8,400 already. Meanwhile, Poplior still only at 1,025. Though he does have a slime key, he is currently gathering up some fire slimes. He has some dervish and tangle as well. Looks like Raxo is currently setting up his corrals, though, to have air nets and high walls, which will always be needed, along with some plort collectors. Looks like Raxo is currently taking out all of his slimes from his current enclosure and moving them somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here. It looks like he's separating them amongst the two corrals, so that way they can more easily get the setup. Meanwhile, Poplior sets up some fire slimes, which will be fairly useful in the long run. We will, though we're not exactly sure there, we will see. Meanwhile, he still has not touched his current corral, though he has his gilded ginger going over to the gold slime Gordo, which means he's about to get a massive payday. Let's see how much he gets from this, though. It's all dependent on whether or not he can feed all of those gold slimes. It is looking like he is doing it fairly well. Let's see how many plorts he gets from this experience here. Meanwhile, Raxo picking up some fire slimes as well. Always good to have some fire slimes. He's also getting some mirror slimes, and I don't remember what those ones are called. But it looks like Poplior has over 40 gold plorts. What an incredible play there. Looks like he managed to feed one of them multiple times, meaning he got 51 gold plorts. Absolutely incredible. Let's see how much he's going to get from that. Meanwhile, Roxo, he's heading back to his base. Poplior with 15,000 money. 15,000. He's setting up with solar shields as well in his corrals. Or no, he only set up solar shield in one of them. Let's see how this is going to go. He's throwing in his dervish and tangle slimes there, and in the other one as well. It looks like Raxo is setting up a garden, though he has not set anything for it yet. Poplior going through his teleporters, going back to the garden area, picking up some more mirror slimes. I don't remember their actual name, but he's also getting some more fire slimes. And it looks like Raxo finally set up his fire slimes in his incinerator, which is going to get him some very, very nice plorts there. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently going through the various teleporters here, and it looks like Raxo is currently... Oh, that is the sound of a lucky cat. Looks like Poplior is not getting the lucky cat, sadly. If he did get that lucky cat, that would have been a very nice lucky cat plort, which would have gotten him some very much needed extra money. Well, not very much needed, seeing as he is in a massive lead, very much nearly 10 times the amount as Raxo, but Raxo does have more hours in this game than Poplior, so it could have been useful. But Poplior is currently going through getting himself some fire slimes and more dervish as well. Raxo, in the meantime, is running through a cave area, avoiding some boom largos. Getting some honey slimes from Raxo. It looks like he also picked up some boom slimes in the meantime. That will be fairly useful. I remember boom and honey being a very nice combination. It looks like he's running through here, and Poplior is currently looks like Poplior is trying to figure out where to go next. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently on a mission. Looks like he's picking up some mint mangoes, which mint mangoes are, I believe, the boom slime's favorite food, though that might be the honey slime's favorite food. Either way, that is going to be double plorts for the boom honey largos there, if he can manage to get that set up. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently trying to jump over a massive gate using a tornado, and Raxo sets up his Meanwhile, Raxo sets up another corral and a garden with some mint mangoes. Looks like Poplior is feeding up his Mosaic Gordo, about to get himself another slime key potentially, though he mainly just gets access to another area along with a lot more Mosaic slimes. And it looks like Poplior has cut back to another area he was in before. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently setting up more industry here. He has some Mosaic Dervish, and it looks like he's setting up for Mosaic Dervish and Dervish Tangle Largos. Meanwhile, Poplior is setting up some Mosaic Slimes and getting some pickle pears set up in some farms, which should be fairly useful. It looks like Poplior is currently setting up some more farms, and Raxo is currently running out looking for, it looks like he's looking for phosphor slimes and phosphor plorts. It looks like these two are having some very similar yet very different strategies. And it looks like Poplior just got his first batch of fire plorts, and he sells his incinerator, meaning he won't be able to set up his fire slimes again until he sets up another. Though he may not, we will see. Currently, Poplior is in the lead with more money. It looks like he's setting up some drones here to collect some plorts and get them sold automatically. Raxo, in the meantime, is currently setting up the same thing as well. These two have very similar strategies and a very similar setup, though it seems one of them is having a large amount more success than the other, that being Poplior. All it takes is one slip up, though, one plort in the wrong thing, and all of a sudden you have a large number of tar, but we will see. Looks like Poplior is setting back up his incinerator with a large amount of fire slimes. Though he is not being very precise about the placement, and this is costing him some time. Meanwhile, Raxo sets up some phosphors and tabbies to get some phosphor tabby largos getting set up. Looks like Poplior sets up a carrot farm as well. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently setting up some teleporters, and he's getting some gilded ginger. Is Raxo going for another golden Gordo? We will see. Meanwhile, Poplior sets up some more drones to pick up some of the fire plorts from the fire slimes. He also sets up a silo for those plorts to go into. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently sprinting down the way back to his main farm, back to his ranch, and it looks like he's currently looking for something. We're not exactly sure what he is looking for. Looks like he's heading back to where he set up his boom slimes earlier, picking up some hens. And it looks like Poplior is back in the garden area. Meanwhile, Raxo is picking up some pogo fruit. Not exactly sure what he is going to need that for, but we will see. Looks like Poplior is picking up some mosaic and tangled. He might be going for a mosaic tangled largo farm, though we will see. Raxo getting some carrots. Looks like he's stocking up for another golden Gordo, which, if he manages to get, will be a huge, well-needed boost in revenue that might just push him over Poplior in funds. Though what Raxo may be able to get to somewhere that Poplior might not be able to, seeing as he has a slime key that Poplior does not. Well, Poplior is currently getting some more areas set up to maybe spawn in some more tangled and maybe some more mosaic as well. Raxo has found another golden Gordo, has gotten that all set up, and he gets his golden slimes fed already. Looks like he's going to be getting some gold plorts here. Let's see how much he is able to get, though. Looks like so far he only has 3, though he definitely has a lot more to pick up. We will see how much he gets total and how much he gets from all of them sold. Meanwhile, Poplior in a desert area, currently hopping around and trying to, I'm assuming, find some more mosaic slimes. Though he is not having any luck here. Seems that the spawn rates are not doing him any favors. I'm so sorry, folks. Sorry about that, folks. Some water went down the wrong pipe. It looks like Roxo did manage to sell those golden plorts, though, as he is up to 7,600. Three quarters of 10,000. Meanwhile, Poplior is still looking for mosaics, though it does not look like he is having any luck. Roxo, in the meantime, is currently feeding some of his largos, and it looks like he is heading over to back where he set up his boom honeys, picking up all of his mint mangoes. It looks like he's going for a big harvest here. Now, Poplior sets up the slimes he already has and seems to be considering what to do next. It looks like he's picking up all of his pickled pears, and it looks like he's probably going to go for a large harvest here on the majority of his slimes, though he is not doing it very fast, especially compared to the speed at which Roxo has been able to do this so far. Roxo currently at $8,700. Meanwhile, Poplior is only at 1,000. Poplior is currently feeding all of his slimes, getting ready for a massive harvest. And it looks like this harvest may be fairly successful for him, though we will see. Looks like he's not waiting for his drones, as he's currently just taking as many plorts as he can. Oh no, he's feeding all of his dervish plorts to his tangled and to his mosaics. Meanwhile, the drone goes over to pick up some plorts to sell. Looks like Roxo is currently getting some more food, possibly to just maybe get ready for another golden gordo, though that is very unlikely. Poplior is heading into a new area. It looks like he's in a quarry area. He picks up some carrots, and it looks like he is currently possibly looking for some new slimes to get set up. He opens up a pod, and it looks like he is going into a new area. Meanwhile, Roxo feeds his honey boom largos to get himself some plorts, which he is currently selling. And he is up to over 10,000 gold. Only 35 minutes left on Roxo's clock, while Poplior only has 36. Let's see what these two are up to. He opens up another pod, and it looks like he's avoiding the rad slimes. Maybe he's not going for boom rads. Boom rads are quite profitable, though it can be quite dangerous unless you have drones set up specifically for them. So possibly it is just not worth it. Looks like he's setting up his gray teleporter. That is all his teleporter set up, avoiding the rads. Where is he going? Oh, he's going for the rock gordo. Only 1 carrot required, and he teleports to a new area. Meanwhile, Roxo, it looks like he might be heading over to the quarry area as well. Poplior has found another golden gordo. Here's hoping he remembers that location and maybe gets that set up. Oh, and it looks like he has it set up. That is a lot of gold slimes. That's a lot of gold plorts. Looks like he's doing the same thing he did last time to try and maximize the amount of gold plorts, though it doesn't work out as well as it did last. Let's see how many he gets from this. Meanwhile, Roxo is currently going through, trying to find the areas that Poplior was going to as well. Meanwhile, Poplior is setting up a market link to sell all of his gold plorts, and Poplior is up to just 1,000 over. Roxo's current total is very close right now. It looks like he's picking up some crystal slimes. And there's another gold Gordo. Here is hoping he can make as good a use of it as he did last. Meanwhile, Roxo is currently rushing through, pun definitely intended, to try and get himself potentially some rad slimes, or maybe he is just heading over to the same area Poplior is. Looks like he's picking up some water slimes. Meanwhile, Poplior is getting himself some rad slimes, which is very much a very profitable yet very dangerous setup. Meanwhile, Roxo is rushing back with some crystals and some water slimes. Looks like he avoided getting the rad slimes for now. It looks as though he is currently trying to not exactly sure. Looks like he's getting some Q-berry. What is he trying to get here? I'm not exactly sure, though he gets his water slimes back. Meanwhile, Poplior has some crystal and rad. Maybe he's trying to go for crystal rad largos. He also has some carrots and some uka uka or ua ua. I do not remember the name of that, and it is a bit low quality for me to see it. No, I do believe the ua uas are rad slime's favorite food, or maybe a crystal slime's favorite food, so that is double plorts for that. Meanwhile, Roxo is setting up another corral for his crystal slimes, and I do believe he just set up a area for his water slimes as well. Meanwhile, Poplior is going for his range exchange again, throwing in the crystal slimes needed. He is heading back over to another area to potentially, yep, it looks like he's setting up a corral for his oh no, he's setting up a garden to try to grow some of his oka okas. He's setting up a corral to get his crystal slimes. Is he going to put his rad slimes in there as well? He is. He's going for crystal rads. He's also throwing in a bunch of carrots there, which might be Rad Slime's favorite food. I'm not exactly sure on that one. He's setting, looks like he's setting up some drones to pick up. Oh, it looks like he's getting food automated, so that way he does not have to deal with that in the long term, which is very smart. Meanwhile, Roxo is currently getting himself some carrots and some pink slimes and plorts. Poplior setting up some more pickle pear crops. Getting ready for another harvest. Somehow one of the Tangle Largos got out, which could be potentially fairly dangerous, though he manages to get the Tangle Largo back in there. Roxo, in the meantime, is currently running around, picking up more pink slimes and plorts. Looks like he has some crystal pink largos set up in another area, though it looks like he was just picking that up for his range exchange. That's a time limit boost of a few minutes, which is very useful as he is up to 42 minutes on the time limit. Meanwhile, Poplior is down to 30 minutes. That is Roxo's only other range exchange for the match. He is not allowed to extend his time limit anymore, so hopefully he used that wisely. Meanwhile, Raxo is picking up his pickle pears, though not replanting them right away, which may be a bit of a blunder. Oh, nope, he is setting up his pickle pears again and getting himself a good harvest going. Meanwhile, Poplior teleporting back to the rad area, picking up some, what is he going for here? It looks like he's trying to hype himself up to do the jump. It is a fairly simple jump. I do not know why one would need to hype yourself up for that. But, meanwhile, Raxo is currently... he is currently heading back to one of his farm areas. He is out of stamina. He really should keep an eye on that. Looks like he's feeding his fire slimes. And Raxo picks up some mint mangoes. Looks like he is going to get a harvest set up for his honey booms, or honey booms. Yes, honey booms. Sorry. Meanwhile, Poplior is in the lead right now, and he is heading back to the temple area. Looks like he is getting another golden Gordo, which will be very, very useful. Let's see how much he gets there. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently harvesting his boom and honey plorts. Meanwhile, Poplior has gotten a very large amount of gold plorts. That is 27 gold plorts there, which is quite the haul. Meanwhile, Raxo is right on his tail with only 4k short of Poplior's current dollar amount, though it looks like that will not last for long, as he is going to go and sell his gold plorts. Though Poplior seems a little lost, he's not exactly sure what to do. He's setting up a warp depot to get all of his gilded gingers set up for another gold plort. It looks like he's picking up some quantum slimes, which could be potentially useful. Quantum slimes do give a decent amount of money. It looks like Poplior is selling his gold plorts, and he is all the way up to 26,000 as he picks back up his market, his remote market. Raxo only has 3 water plorts. Oh, and it looks like Poplior almost killed off a large area of slimes, but he managed to catch the tar before it did anything. You know, Raxo setting up a market link, selling some puddle plorts and picking it back up. Poplior currently only has a few quantum slimes, though that looks like it's going to change fairly quickly. Raxo currently has 39 minutes left, while Poplior also has 39 minutes. Looks like while we weren't looking, he did a range exchange. Looks like there's some tar there as well, though, which will... Or no, those are not tar, those are bushes. I'm sorry, he was going a bit fast. Poplior heads back to his ranch, and it looks like he's going to go set up a quantum slime area. Meanwhile, Raxo picks up some rad slimes, which will be quite useful, as rad slimes do give some fairly nice plorts. Meanwhile, Poplior sets up his quantum slimes and some pink slimes, so that way he does not have to worry about potential dietary restrictions. You know, Poplior sets up drone. He's currently trying to get that set up to get the plasma lemon set up to auto feed those slimes. Raxo, in the meantime, is currently running through back in his main area, adding his rad slimes to his crystal slimes, getting a farm set up, getting a carrot farm set up that could be fairly useful. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently harvesting his Q berries and feeding his phosphor tabbies. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently getting some more phosphor slimes, while Raxo is currently watering his drones. This is quite the match so far, folks, and we are only halfway through. It seems that both of our contestants have used their range exchanges, meaning they will not get any more time boosts, which means this time limit is their final time limit. Any more uses of the range exchange will be counted as minus 200 coins, which may cause some issues. Meanwhile, Poplior taking some hits from some feral Largos. Heading back, opening up a green pod, picking up some tabby slimes, and heading back to another area, back to his farm. Meanwhile, Rasco is heading over to the to another area to potentially get some other things set up, though we will see. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently getting another farm set up for some Q berries. It looks like he may be setting up a similar farm to Raxo's farm with tabby phosphors, and it looks like he is. Tabby phosphors are quite useful. Tabby plorts are pretty good, and phosphors, I do believe their favorite food is Q berries, so that is double of both of those plorts, though I may be wrong on that. Meanwhile, Poplior is setting up a drone while Raxo gets some quantum slimes and some more puddle slimes. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently running back to harvest some more crops. Looks like he's getting his pickle pears. Raxo is still gathering quantum slimes. This is quite the match, folks. It looks like Poplior is currently getting ready for another harvest, which will be quite the harvest indeed, seeing how many pickle pears he is currently getting. Raxo goes into a secret area, gets another pod open. Poplior feeding his slimes, getting the harvest going, getting the dervishes all ready. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently passing through his farm again. It looks like he may be setting up a... looks like he is putting his new puddle slime in with the others, though he is not getting a lot of puddle plorts. That may be a fool's errand trying to get those puddle slimes working. And it looks like he's setting up a market link here, selling off the puddle plorts, only getting 45 for each one, though doing a very, very nice tactic of sucking in the plorts towards the market link, so that way he doesn't have to spend any more time than he needs to selling them. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently gathering and preparing to sell his fire plorts. It looks like he's setting up a market link to sell them all. Market links are quite useful. Poplior is currently in a 10k lead, and I am unsure if Raxo can manage to get up there. Poplior throws away his fire slimes. It looks like he's done with his fire slimes. And he sets up a pond for puddle slimes. They are neck and neck, both with almost the same time limit, with only a minute difference. this is going to be a fairly close match, though from the current money amounts, it does not look like Raxo is going to win this, though he may just be able to if he plays his hand right. And that's the thing about Slime Rancher, you can very easily get a lot of money very fast, especially if you're playing like this in rush mode. All Raxo needs is 2 good gold Gordos, or a very, very large harvest. Meanwhile, Poplior is doing some of the puzzles that he didn't do earlier, which would have been useful. He warps back to his farm and warps back to the rad area, avoiding these slimes. Meanwhile, Raxo looks like he may be setting up. What is he setting up? Looks like he's setting up a market link to sell off his boom and honey plurts. Raxo is approaching the 30k mark, which would be quite useful. Meanwhile, Poplior goes back to his farm. It looks like he is going to harvest his crystal rads, possibly. No, it looks like he is not. He is heading down his back path. Meanwhile, Raxo is running back to his main ranch. It looks like Poplior maybe, yep, it looks like he is going to go feed that Tabby Gordo to gain access to another teleport. And he teleports right to a gold Largo, or to a gold Gordo. That could be very useful. Poplior goes through a underwater path and picks up some more puddle slimes. It looks like he may be getting a large puddle slime farm. And it looks like there is another gold Gordo. And it looks like he is... Yep, it looks like he is going to get that gold Gordo. That is quite the resource there. It looks like he just got a very large amount of gold plorts there. Quite useful. That may have guaranteed a win if Raxo manages to somehow not get any gold Gordos. And it looks like Poplior has just broken the 40,000 mark, meaning he has double of Raxo's current amount. Though it looks like Raxo is currently getting some hunter plorts, potentially looking to get himself some hunter slimes. Though we will see. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently heading back through where he was earlier. Heading back to his ranch. Meanwhile, Poplior running through the jungle area, picking up some carrots on the way. Poplior feeding his crystal rad slimes, while Raxo heads back to his ranch. And it looks like Poplior is setting up his puddle slimes, though that is not a lot of puddles. You cannot have a lot of puddles in a scenario like this, though. It looks like Raxo is currently trying to set up a drone, while Poplior reprograms his drone to gather plorts and whatnot. He sets up another drone as well, though I did not catch the purpose of that one. Currently, Poplior is in a vast lead with double the amount of Raxo's coins. Popliar looks like it is going for another harvest with his pickle pears. Meanwhile, Roxo is setting up a Q-berry farm. Again, getting his Q-berry farm harvested and restocked. Meanwhile, he is also doing the same thing for his rad slimes as well, to guarantee him some a very nice amount of plorts. Looks like he is finally getting some largos in there. Meanwhile, Popliar goes to the harvesting. It looks like there's more and more of a gap developing between these two players. 27 minutes left in the match. And currently Popliar has double what Roxo has. He has to get himself some golden gourd. He has to get himself at least 2 golden gordos to get back up to where Popliar is, or he is going to be left in the dust. Popliar currently has only 80 hours in this game compared to Roxo's over 200 on Epic Games, with over 30 in separate platforms, both on Switch and Steam. If Popliar somehow manages to win this, this is going to be a massive upset. But currently Popliar is going through the jungle area with the boom slimes, picking up some honey and some puddle along the way. I'm so sorry. And it looks as though he is getting himself... I'm unsure of what his strategy here is. He may just be trying to pick up as many honeys as possible, along with some mint mangoes. You know, Roxo feeds his hunter pink largos. Roxo, trying to go for the... What is Roxo doing? He's opening up paint. What is Roxo doing? He was trying to open up the range exchange there. Though you are only allowed 2 in one match. Oh, toilet break. Roxo heads out for a toilet break. So let's just focus on Popliar. And I am going to just let him know in Discord. A reminder that you can only use range exchange twice. Meanwhile, Popliar looks like he's getting absolutely chomped by those honey hunter largos there. He dropped down to half health. That would have been quite dangerous. Meanwhile, Popliar is currently... it looks like Popliar is going for... No, it looks like he's avoiding that gold gordo right now. So, depending on how long Roxo takes on his toilet break, Popliar may have to sit and wait before we get the results of the final final scores. Though we will see. Currently, he is running back to his main, back to his enclosed area, getting himself a new enclosure for his honey slimes. Oh, and it looks like he's going for hunter honeys. though I'm not exactly sure what he is going for, as he just sucked up all of the hunter plorts that he had just thrown in there. I'm not exactly sure what he is trying to go for. Raxo getting 6 gilded ginger. That is just enough for 2 golden Gordos. If he manages to do this, this will be incredible. That will even them out very well. He heads back, picks up a large amount of carrots, and it looks like he's heading over to get himself some golden Gordos, though right now he is currently trying to go for the tabby Gordo. Meanwhile, Poplior sets up his market link so that way he can sell as he sucks through to not waste more time. Raxo looks like he is going for both of the golden Gordos in the tabby Gordo warp. Though it looks like he is trying to figure out how to get as many as possible without so many falling into the water, as water does kill slimes fairly fast. And it looks like he got all that he can get from that one. Let's see how many gold plorts he's getting. And it looks like Poplior is going for another pickle pear harvest that could lead to a fairly decent boost in revenue. Meanwhile, Raxo is still sucking up his gold plorts. It looks like he managed to make well over 30 or well over 40 plorts there from that one gold Largo, which is very useful. Looks like he is hopping over the secret tunnel there and potentially trying to get to a pink Gordo. Yes, it looks like he's trying to get to the pink Gordo. No, he's trying to hop over to another area. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently throwing his quantum slimes back in with his pinks and doing the market link trick again. Well, Raxo gets himself his second gold Gordo. It does not look like he got as much from that one, though, as he did from the last, as he was on a ledge, and a lot of them did shoot out into the ocean, losing a decent bit of money, though he does have 55 gold plorts from that, which it was quite a lot of money in the bank. Meanwhile, Poplior breaking over 60k on his money. Depending on how much Raxo gets from this amount of gold plorts, there may be a winner decided already, but we will see. Raxo is currently selling his gold plorts, and it looks like we will see how much he gets. And it looks like he is only 20k away from Poplior. You may think that is quite a lot, but given how this game has gone so far, 20k is nothing to these competitors. And it looks like he is currently going for a mint mango harvest to get some more plorts from his honey booms. Meanwhile, Poplior is still harvesting all of his slimes, getting all of his plorts. And it looks like Poplior might break 70k here. That is it. Poplior has broken 70k. Meanwhile, Raxo still only has 40k. He is nearly right back where we were earlier, at nearly half of what Poplior has. This is quite the upset, folks. Meanwhile, Poplior picks up his boom and puddle plorts. His fire and puddle plorts, sorry. Selling them off. Meanwhile, Raxo looks like he is currently trying to get himself some rock quantums. You know, Poplior is currently... Looks like Poplior maybe, yep, he is going through a teleporter back to the rad area. Picking up a rock slime. It looks like he may be trying to gather rock slimes for his rock quantums. Meanwhile, with 20 minutes left for Raxo and 18:27 left for Poplior, it looks like we are nearing the end of this match, and still Poplior has a vast lead on Raxo. Though that could change in an instant. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently trying to gather as many rocks and booms as well. It looks like he is maybe setting up for rock boom slimes, or he may be just trying to increase his numbers overall for his boom honeys and for his quantum rocks. Meanwhile, Raxo is harvesting his tabby and phosphors, selling those all off. And it looks like Raxo may... Oh, he just barely does not break 50k. You gotta break that if you are to win this. Oh, it looks like Raxo intentionally creating some tar to clear out that pen. I'm not exactly sure what his strategy there is. Poplior making another corral with a port collector, setting up some rock booms, and setting up a garden for his heartbeats. Setting up multiple gardens for his heartbeats. Oh no, yep, he is setting up multiple heartbeat gardens. Meanwhile, Raxo killing off the tar that he created. That could have been fairly dangerous there. One of them did get out. If one of them gotten into his other area, he would have lost a lot of resources in his base and would have basically... Oh, and it looks like he is trying to do the range exchange again. I am just going to notify the players. A reminder to the players, you can only use the range exchange twice in one match. A reminder to the players, you can only use the range exchange twice in one match. So if Raxo is trying to get, just so he does not try and use it again, as he is already down as much as he is. Meanwhile, Raxo setting up some dervish mosaics and harvesting some crops, though he just leaves the crops on the ground. What is he doing? He's currently potentially... Oh, he is getting a pickle pear setup instead of the instead of what he had there earlier. Meanwhile, Poplior still sitting pretty at 71k with not a lot of time left on the clock. It looks like Poplior may have this in the bag, though again, as I've said many times before, this could change in an instant. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently gathering his hunter honey plorts, his hunter plorts to get his hunter honeys set up. Though this late in the game, I'm not exactly sure how useful that will be. Meanwhile, Raxo is currently going through the desert area, picking up some mosaics. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently trying to feed all of his hunter honeys to get as much hunter and honey plorts as he possibly can. This is quite the match, folks. We only have 15 minutes on average anyways. With around 15 minutes left in the match. And it seems that Roxo can't make up the plorts, make up the money to win the match overall, though we will see. Roxo heading back into the cave area of his ranch. Throws another dervish and 2 more mosaics into his mosaic. Oh, no, Did he just throw a dervish into his crystal, into his crystal mosaics? I'm not exactly sure. I did not get a clear look at what was in that pen or what he threw in there. No, it looks like he is currently trying to do a similar trick to Poplior in dragging them in from the back into a market link to save time. Though I am unsure of how much a time save like this will save him. Poplior at 75k, 3/4 of 100k there. Roxo just barely over 50k. It is not looking good for Roxo. Meanwhile, Poplior currently gathering some more pickle pears for another harvest. Meanwhile, Roxo currently, or no, it looked like he had a spare crystal in the dervish mosaics, and he was just clearing that out, tossing away some tangle slimes, which he could have used. Only 14 minutes left for Roxo, with only about 12 left for Poplior. We will see how they do. Meanwhile, it seems a vast majority of his quantum slimes have broken out of containment for Roxo. Meanwhile, Poplior is currently attempting to get his harvest going. Roxo gets a large number of quantum plorts and some rock plorts, which could be quite useful, though how useful it will be this far into the match. While Poplior has over 94k, he may break 100k before the rest of the match is out. Meanwhile, well, he is currently still mid-harvest, so there is a large chance of Poplior breaking 100k this round. Roxo currently getting his hunter and pink plorts going. He is still at 58k. He's still in the 50k range, though he may just get up to oh, and it looks like Poplior found a rubber ducky. Roxo may just get up to 60k, though that is not a lot considering how much Poplior has over Roxo. Only 10 minutes left for Poplior, 12 for Roxo. It looks like this game may be set, and Poplior may win this, and he may win this with over 100k money in the bank. We will see, though. Poplior gathers all his plorts. Roxo is currently gathering as many plorts as he can. Poplior, selling his plorts off, breaks 100k in this one match, in the first match of this tournament. Poplior has broken 100k, which is quite ridiculous, if I do say so myself. Meanwhile, Roxo is selling a vast majority of his stock as well. Poplior and Roxo are two very good players, though it seems Poplior, despite having less time in this game, may be the better one. Poplior currently setting up a market link to sell off the remainder of a large majority of his plorts. It seems like this game is fairly set so far, though we will see how set it is. And it looks like Roxo is fairly far behind still, not able to make up that difference. If only he had enough gilded ginger and to go and get another gold Gordo. If he did, this would be less of an upset, but it still is quite the upset. It seems that the two players are currently just trying to, not going out of their way to set up new farms or anything, just currently trying to harvest as much as they can from their current farms. To see who is the best. Roxo still probably very mad that he cannot use the range exchange anymore. And it looks like he accidentally got a tar in one of his kennel areas. Such an upset. Meanwhile, Poplior still waiting to gather more plorts as he is just has so much of a lead over Roxo. I do not see a universe where Roxo comes out on top here. Maybe if Roxo had played just a bit better, or Poplior had gotten worse gold Gordos, he may have come out on top. Though it looks like Roxo may lose here, though by how much we still need to see. It looks like we are coming up on the end of this match, and what an exciting one it has been. Poplior selling off a vast majority of the remainder of his stock, currently well into 120k. Can you get up to 125? It looks like it. Yep, that is over 125k. He gets messed up by his drone, though, wasting quite a little bit of time, though that time is not going to save Roxo here. Sadly, it looks like Roxo is fairly certainly going to lose this match. Though it seems that Poplior is going for one last harvest, gathering as much pickle pears as he can. Meanwhile, Roxo is currently, I'm not exactly sure what Roxo is doing. I do not remember what this area does. I do believe that is a gadget area, though. Possibly trying to get some gadget upgrades, though it is not worth it at this point, as getting some gadget upgrades this late into the match will not change anything. We are coming up on 5 minutes left in the match, and it seems that Roxo is very much, his fate seems sealed, though he is gaining a very large amount of plorts near the end here. We will see how he does. Poplior selling more of his plorts, going up to 130,000. Putting even more distance between him and Roxo in this game. It seems pretty set here. It seems that Poplior may be the winner of this round, though we will see. Roxo currently getting just as many plorts as he can to sell as much as he can, though it does not look like he is going to be able to make it out of this hole. And Poplior is currently still in a vast lead. Meanwhile, Roxo is just selling as much as he can. I feel like the only way Roxo is going to win this is if he sells literally everything he has. Though it does not seem like he is going to be able to, as Poplior puts even more distance between him and Roxo. Nearly at 150k. Will he make 150k? We will see. If he does, that will be a massive, massive achievement. Meanwhile, Roxo at 78k is far, far behind Poplior, who is nearly at 150. Looks like we only have 3 minutes left for Poplior and 4 minutes left for Roxo. This match near the beginning was fairly close, with Roxo seeming to be in the lead, though Poplior managed to come out on top so far, though there is still a few minutes left on the match. I don't think that will affect much aside from final totals. And from the looks of things, it looks fairly set. It looks like Poplior may even be able to break 150k, which is an incredible achievement. Meanwhile, Roxo is just selling whatever he can. He may break 80k before this is out, but it does not matter, as Poplior is just about to break. Oh, nope, he does not break 150k yet. He still needs a little bit more to break that goal. But either way, it is pretty set. Poplior is just making the round, seeing whatever plorts he can get, along with Roxo. Roxo manages to get 80k. Meanwhile, Poplior is still in a vast, vast lead. This is a major, major upset here. Roxo having nearly 200 hours, having well over 200 hours, I should say, compared to Poplior's 80. It is a massive difference in playtime and experience, yet the newer player is able to come out on top. Only 1 minute left for Poplior. Roxo only has 2. It seems pretty cut and dry, folks. This is quite the upset. He is in the final 50 seconds here. Poplior is, well, Roxo is just gathering as many plorts as he can. Is trying to get as much as possible. Poplior gathering some of the final plorts of the match for him at the very least. Will he be able to sell all of these before the match ends? It looks like he will, and it looks like Poplior has broke $150,000. Meanwhile, as he celebrates, as the final few seconds, Poplior has finished with, if we just hold this open, if we just pulled this up, Poplior has finished his match. Please take a screenshot of it, and then when I tell you to, send it in general to reveal your final score to the other player. Okay, it looks like Roxo is currently in his final 30 seconds. In the final 20 seconds, it looks fairly cut and dry, folks. Only 10 seconds left for him in this final match. Somehow managed to get Tar at the very end. 2-1-0. Alrighty, both of you. How did your matches go? Do you think you guys did good? Feel free to unmute.
I go first, I guess. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it was my best run by far, I think. Even when I pressed, it was like worse. But I don't think I beat Raksu here with the 200 hours in Fly Venture. Jesus Christ, dude. But let's hope, I guess. Let's hope.
Alrighty. Roxo, how did you feel you did? Roxo? Are you there? It seems Roxo is having some technical... Oh. Roxo, could you pull up Slime Rancher for me? And if you can hear me, can you pull up Slime Rancher for me? And I will tell both of you your final scores. Hello, Roxo.
Oh,
there you are. How do you feel you did?
Not quite a good. It's not close to record but it's my record is lowest than for this time. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that, later that, and then I heard you can make max extension with stop quests, which makes your time more and give you the Gilden. That you can do it only twice.
Yeah.
And then I know I'm about to lose.
Yeah,
because
well,
I take a tactic for a longest game.
Alright, well, your final scores is Roxo with 80,980 new bucks compared to Poplior 153,509 new bucks, meaning Poplior is our winner of this match.
Let's go!
Congratulations, yes! Poplior.
Hey, good game, guys. God damn it, I can't say your name. Good game, man. Good game. You're a tough opponent.
GG.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, going back to our main scene here. Going back here. We are going to that means Roxo has been eliminated from play. Roxo, how was it? How was it, man? How do you feel? That was quite the match. You played really well, but Poplior just managed to Poplior managed to get just a bit more money in the early game. Poplior managed to get a few more gold Gordos than you, which was I feel was definitely the thing that decided that match. Was Poplior managed to get a lot more gold plorts from the gold Gordos.
Yes, I was like, oh, okay, like 30 is average to get. I go from Gold Gordo, then I got 14, and on the next one I got like 11.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like that
That
last if you had just gotten like 30 or so plorts from that last one, you would have been way closer. But
yes.
sadly, you were not, and thus you have been eliminated. Thank you so much for participating, Roxo. And thank you for coming. Uh, and I will see you later. Feel free to leave the call at your
Then
leisure.
see you later.
See you later. Well, Poplior, congratulations. You are moving on to the next round, to the final round. If I can just pull up your if I can just copy this from here. There we go. Poplior is moving on to the finals. Poplior, how do you feel right now? Poplior?
Yeah, I was muted, sorry. A bit
It's
of a
fine.
rush. I didn't expect to win, honestly. But yeah, I feel good. I feel good. Let's hope the final round would go even better, and maybe I even win this whole thing. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? All right. Well, we are going to take a quick 20-minute break. Or no, 15 minutes. Sorry, not 20. We're going to take a quick 15-minute break. I'll let you guys enjoy the music in the background. And I will see you all in about 15 minutes. Hopefully our other players will be here by then for our second match. See you all then. And we're back. So, neither Kale or Nuclear have shown up yet. I'm not sure exactly where they are. Neither of them are responding. Which kinda sucks, because they are our second match of the day. So not having both of them here isn't ideal. Particularly. I'm currently trying to get in touch with them, either get in touch with them or find some substitutes. So we're going to, it's going to be like 1 or 2 more minutes. Before we start up the next round. And it might be with different players than was previously planned. Which would suck. I know Nuclear personally, so I'm gonna check if he's on Steam right now. He is not. So I may have to find some substitutes. If we cannot find substitutes, or neither of our players show up, then Poplior may just be our grand winner for the night. The tournament may just end early, and he might be, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But I do believe I might have a potential substitute right here. I'm just trying to get in touch. A few people. So here is hoping that we actually get some people in here. I have no idea what's going on with Nuclear in particular, because he has been going from offline to do not disturb, to online but on mobile. So I don't know what he's doing right now. So that kind of sucks. We're gonna give it a few more minutes. If we can get the substitutes, or if we can get either of them in here, then we'll continue as normal. If not, we may have to call it and make Popely our grand champion. So, yeah. See you all in... I won't even set up a YouTube timer for this. I'm just gonna set up a 3-minute timer. I will be back.
Welcome to the world of MCA Discovision.
To begin playback of a disc, turn the player power on, place the disc on the spindle. Use the play button to start.
Discovision, that you be the boss. Now I'd like to show you some of the valuable things your MCA Discovision system lets you do.
Most persons find it more convenient. Gently pull up as you press down on the center shaft with your thumb. You'll hear a click. Simply plug one jack into this outlet.
How about that? Pretty easy, isn't it? Discovision. Simply press stop.
Alright. Well, our other two players, Kale and Nuclear, are not showing up.
After I stop the action, you're going to practice.
I don't think they are going to show up anytime soon.
Discovision player gives you many special
So,
stop, play, slow, forward and reverse. Imagine a dog chasing a rabbit around a tree.
because of this,
How can you get there in a hurry?
I am going to make the executive decision to, I'm making the executive decision to disqualify Kale and Nuclear, which means I would like to announce that our grand winner for this tournament is all the way from Israel, is Publior. Can we give Publior a big old hand?
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's a bit sucky that we didn't have a second round, but hey, things happen. Thank you really much, Nathan. That's your name, yeah.
Yeah,
Really sure.
it's Nathan.
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. It was great fun, even though it didn't really go as you planned, but still, I had an amazing time. And yeah, thank you for setting this up. The first ever Slime Rancher tournament. Maybe one of many. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe you will see. Alright, well, thank you, Publior, so much for joining us. You are now the ultimate Slime Rancher. That is now your official title. And I hope all of you at home enjoyed the tournament, even if it was only one round. It was still a blast. I enjoyed commentating. I do believe the players enjoyed playing. So, if you enjoyed, stick around, and there may be another in the future. And I will see all of you later. Bye.
Simply press stop.
sure you'll find using your new MCA Discovision system to be rewarding and enjoyable.